No. I
Well, it's around that time right here on KAZ Radio where I have one of my most favorite shows, none other than the Famicos Foundation Podcast. Take it away.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Famicos Foundation Podcast show. My name is Shanita Chambers Williams. I am the program manager for Famicos Foundation for Community Building Engagement. Today, I will have on the show Telawanda Moore. She is the manager for the LED program, and she will be coming in any minute. And we will be discussing that program that has started with Famicos Foundation, also under CBNE, and how that started and what's going on with that. What is going to be changing? What's going to be how can you get part of that? And what is the purpose of the LED program? What is so important to our community for the LED program? So that is something. We're also talking about vaccines again. That's still going on. The numbers are starting to rise. So we are happy to introduce that. If anyone is interested in a new locations, if need be. And also, we'll be discussing if we're going to have more dates going forward with our podcast. So we're excited for that. And if we do, we're going to continue to have more guests on the show. So I will say, let's get started. And they should be walking in. So I'm just going to just talk casually. And they're going to be entering soon. So I will have her get settled. Well, in the meantime, as we know that Famicos Foundation, we just had our fundraiser last week. We celebrated. It was supposed to be our 50th anniversary, but it ended up being our basically 51st anniversary. So that was last Thursday, and all of the employees got to do that and get together. It was very enjoyable, great food. And we all enjoyed that. I mean, participated in that. So tell Wanda, maybe sit here. Sit right here. Maybe sit here. Yeah. Yes. Hello. Hi. So this is what the podcast is about. It's real time and uncut.
Okay.
So I tell Wanda, I've already gave you a prompt to what you're coming on for, and as we discussed before we got onto the show, is what you're about, what the program is, what the LED program is for, what it's going to do to help our community, what is going to change, how can people sign up, and I know that you can start off. Who are you?
Oh, okay, that's easy. I'm Telawanda Moore. I'm the lead specialist for Famicos Foundation. We're working in collaboration with the city of Cleveland.
Okay. So she also helps with different other things before she really learned about the LED program. She also helps with little sub projects off with Famicos, and then the LED program did really take off. So she does a lot of pop-ups in different locations in the community, and she will be able to explain a lot about that and what's going on. So to start off, what is happening right now of the issue with the LED program?
Okay, speaking from experience, okay, so we know paper tell us a lot when it comes down to lead. They want to make us believe one thing just from a couple words on a sheet of paper. It really does not stand out. Words does not explain what lead can do to a child. So having children of my own, I went through that. My son was maybe 1.5, 2. Love put his hands in his mouth, touch everything. Due to COVID, we're constantly washing hands where we should be. So that's a start.
Right.
But one of the main things is living in a home that was built before 1978. They used lead then. So we have these older homes, and although we try to update them, a lot of times we don't take away that lead paint. So that lead paint chips, it gets on the floor, it gets in your carpet. And kids, what do? They touch on windowsills to lift up. They touch on everything.
Right.
So little small things like that is an easy way for a child to develop lead. But also, just small minor things. Taking your shoes off when you enter a house.
Right.
You know, teaching kids that shoes go off soon as you come in, not letting everybody walk through your house, the dirt. You can get lead from the playground.
Right. Yeah,
because there's so many different people. Our shoes are so nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're carrying it in. But that paint is a big issue. So older homes built before 1978, they really hold it there. And my son, he suffered from it. I bought a home not knowing, and my child had a high lead level, which it made him later have an IEP. Mm-hmm. I did catch it in time that he wasn't real bad, but it was bad enough that I had to constantly get him tested, and he had to do different other tests that affected his learning abilities once he entered school. So it kept him behind.
So how did you get your son tested?
Oh, that was real easy. Your regular doctor's appointment. So my kids did their regular routine doctor's visits, and once I found out that he had a high lead level, they automatically notify you, the parent, first. And sometimes back then, the health department notified you.
Right.
So if a child's lead level is high enough, you will get contacted by the health department.
It lets you know
that exactly
this is dangerous.
And they'll give you things to do to your home to try to help minimize lead.
Okay. So if someone wanted to know that their home, if they were a tenant and they rented a home, because this is not just from homeowners, correct, about the program?
Oh, yes, exactly. Tenants as well as landlords, homeowners are able to apply for the lead grant.
So let's back up. So you're helping with this program. How does this process work? When the initial process starts, what do they need to? If I was a tenant and I live in an older home, how does this process start?
Okay, so for the start of the process is contacting us. One of the different organizations that are involved in this with the city of Cleveland is Community Housing Solutions and Captive Charities, and then Famicos. So we have our own census tract. So for Famicos, for myself, you can actually go on famicos.org and type in lead, and an app will show up. You can fill in that pre-app, which asks you basic questions such as, was your property built before 1978? Is your property located in my census tract? Do you have children under the age of 6? Your income. And that's it for the pre-app. So once you get past that pre-app stage, now I'm going to contact you because I received your pre-app.
Okay.
From your pre-app, I'm contacting you, and if you pass or you meet the next phase, I'll then give you an application. We can go through the application step by step. I work with you. We submit everything, and then you go down to the next step, which will go to the city of Cleveland. And then they will go over the whole completed application. And then at that point, they will contact me and let me know if this person is a yes or a no.
Okay.
And everything happens really fast after that.
So with the process of on the app, and how does one find out if their home was built before or after 1970?
So if you're the property owner, it's located actually on their title of their home.
Okay.
Your tax papers, it shows it on there. Your parcel number, you can look that up, and it can tell you when your house was built.
Okay. So I can put in on my address, go to the Cleveland website, type in my address, and it'll show up. And it exactly. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a pretty easy process. It's just knowing and typing in Google, hey, I want to know if my home is built before or after 1970, and it's simple, and I can complete my application.
Correct.
And then it goes through the process from there. Is there a cost for this application?
Actually, there's no cost.
Okay.
To tenants that apply for this program. Although in some cases, a landlord applying may require a little bit of funds, but for this one, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you said about you have something based on lead poisoning.
Yes. So actually for myself, when I'm talking with parents, like I said, sometimes we see words on papers, and as parents, I know myself, I'm like, I'm tired of reading this stuff. But usually you can get some very important information from the CDC on lead. Mm-hmm. So you can always go on their website and look up questions you may have in regards to lead that I might not be able to answer.
Right.
Because I'm not an expert at lead, but I do have experience with the lead process and how it benefits our children. Because one thing for sure, the earlier you know, the better it is for your child.
Right. Absolutely. And so can I hold can you hold this up for me so everyone can see that on there? And what is your phone number on there?
So, here we go. So a phone number to contact me at would be 216-307-6047. And that's the cell that goes straight to me. And if you notice on the sheet here, it has a barcode at the top. So everything that I have and pass out from Famicos will have this barcode. This barcode is what I was talking about. The app comes straight to me. It'll come right to me, and I can contact you immediately. You free to ask me any questions you may have about the program itself. You may qualify, you may not. I still will answer your questions. And if you're not in my census tract, I'll try to refer you to someone that is in your census tract.
And also, when is your next pop-up?
So actually, I'm located on 111th. So you can catch me there pretty much on a Tuesday or a Thursday. But due to the fall coming in, my schedule has changed a little bit. Okay. But you definitely can catch me up at the farmer's market. And soon I'll be on 105 at McDonald's. So look, I'm going to be everywhere you go.
Right. So in our farmer's market is open on Friday and Saturday. Friday from 3 to 7 and Saturday from 11 to 4. And I actually don't have the address. But you can look on our website. It's on famicos.org. So our next agenda on there, I have to talk about our events. Ooh. And we have, of course, a few fall events that are coming up for this coming. I'm going to discuss a lot of things that are going on for October. We have our shredding event that is coming up on October 30th. Mm-hmm. No. Live and uncut. Okay. We're going to talk about our shredding event that's coming up October 30th. And this will be our last one for this year. And that would be from 10 to 1. I will have the location. It's going to be around 110th and St. Clair this year, not our usual spot. Our usual spot, I'll have flyers that would be printed out and they would be canvassed around the neighborhood and also would be located on our website, famicos.org. I will be there from 10 to 1. That's our event. And there is a Ingenuity at the lake. This is at South Gordon Park. I guess that's this weekend. It looks like this week. Is that this weekend? Yeah, this Saturday from 2 to 8. It's free to all family. This was put out. And this is, I guess if you can see this. This is also, and this has a, that QR. Is that what that is called?
Mm-hmm. The barcodes.
Yeah, barcode, whatever you guys call this.
QR
code. And this is sponsored by the Cleveland Metro Parks, Famicos Foundation, the Cleveland Department of Public Health, and a few other councilman member Anthony Harrison, and Ohio Arts of Councilman. So a lot of supporters there. So something fun. I don't know how the weather is going to be. It's now this time of year is becoming very unpredictable. So this is something to get started, maybe to go out and see. And of course, stop by the farmer's market. And then we have a Cleveland Lakefront Nature Preserves. I'm sorry, let me back up. It's a bike event. It's the Cleveland Lakefront Nature. We have that coming up on October 2nd. That's from 1 to 4 at 8701 Lakeshore Boulevard. It's get your bikes tuned up. We will have a bike loop. We will have sweets and treats. Of course, the ice cream season just about to be at the end. Hopefully, maybe it'll be a warm day for us. There will be a biking trail. So this would be something that would be fun for the family. I'm just going to hold up the flyer. And this is also on I believe this is on our website too, famicos.org. And I would be at that event from 10 to, 1 to 4. I'm sorry, 1 to 4. And do you have anything else going on?
Not at this time. I don't. Not at this time. So
anything else about the lead?
Sure.
That I know you wanted maybe to discuss.
Yes. So actually, I just wanted to point out to parents about the importance of this lead program. So a lot of times, like I stated before, paper does not tell a story, but knowing people that's experienced it helps a lot when you can see it visually. So soon we will have some properties that will be completed jobs that I would love to share with you guys so you can see that it is a real process and that is important for your child to be tested and live in a lead-free home. Some things that I looked up on the CDC that you can do that are just minor things if you are living in a home that was built before 1978 and you're waiting to go through this process is keeping your house clean. Dust builds up and it surrounds that chip paint. Just taking a moist paper towel of some sort and wiping dust away. Dusting on a daily basis, it helps. Teaching our children to wash their hands more frequently, as well as others entering a home. Because, again, you can get lead from a playground. When my son had lead, it was not just my home being built in 1978 or before. It was the fact that he attended an old daycare as well. So with that old daycare, then the house, and it was the same thing. So even though our daycares, they're clean, and I'm not blaming on a daycare at all, but again, this is things that happen that we don't pay attention to. So it's very important for us to make sure that if our houses are old, please, it's resources out here. And not only are they removing lead, depending on the situation, you may qualify for other home repairs. Mm-hmm. And again, I am here for you step by step. I gave you guys my phone number. You can feel free. I'm going to give it to you one more time. That's 216-307-6047. Please feel free to contact me. I will be willing to answer any questions, or you can visit me at Famicos at 1325 Ansel.
Might take a look at these 5 things.
Sure. So washing your children's toys frequently, I found, helps as well. My kids, kids, they love water. So if you make it fun and interesting to them, trust, they'll help you clean. So washing the toys in a tub, fill a tub up with water, and you put your little stuff in there. You let the kids wash it first. It makes them feel important too, and it's their toy, so they become responsible. So they know, oh, this is dirty. I need to clean it. It might get on your nerves a little bit, but guess what? They're learning to clean at the same time. They're helping their own health. You go behind them and you apply your cleaning agent, because we never want to do it, the cleaning agent, with the child. So you let them wash it off with just the plain water, and you come behind to disinfect. It works. Trust.
Yes, and that's speaking from a mother of, she really takes care of her children and she cares. And I don't know if you guys, well, we both have basically adult children now, and Telly and I, and we would take our children to the WIC program. That was one of the things that they would talk about was the lead program.
Yes.
And for all you moms and some dads out there too that, have children, to make sure that, this is something that can lead to an underlying condition that you don't want to have to deal with as your child matures and get older and enters, school age, where that's something that could have been preventive. So this is important. And that moves me on to what's happening still. We're talking about back to wearing our masks and to still getting vaccinated. Mac Pharmacy is open to giving vaccines. This is who I'm in collaboration with to giving vaccines. That pharmacy is located at 10414 St. Clair Avenue in Cleveland. He's located in Glenville Plaza, and they give I think they give Moderna and they give Pfizer vaccines, and you don't have to have an insurance card or anything like that. You can walk in and speak to the pharmacy there. His name is George. It's your neighborhood pharmacy, very local, very presentable. What is that word? Is that a word? Accessible, approachable. That's the word I'm looking for. He's very approachable, and he's very approachable, and to help you through any questions that you may have, to if you want to know about the vaccine. So that's open to you, and his hours are, the pharmacy hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and they're closed on Sunday. So if you have any questions, and his number, and then he has a website, so it's Mac Pharmacy, and you'll be able to have any questions, and it of course accepts all insurances there as well. So we are doing that, and I actually have to go tomorrow to have a vaccination clinic tomorrow. So we are still doing those and meeting with those, and then we have the Delta variant, and so just please make sure you follow all the local guidelines that they have, and follow the CDCs, whatever they are in our area here in Cleveland. So we appreciate that, to keep everyone safe. And this will be, we're going to talk about, we don't have much going on right now going forward. Like I said, we just closed out our fundraiser. We had the Sister Henrietta. That was, a lot of our employees planted mulch and flowers. Telly, you can go, you did that.
So Sister Henrietta Day, it was very nice. It was different. I'm not used to playing in dirt since I'm not a baby anymore, but it was fun dirt playing. So we took, the school, we had the school children come out and as classrooms, and we had staff from Famicos, and everybody has shifts. So you came in and you might have dug some holes, you might have put down mulch, you laid down the flowers, you planted apple trees actually, which I can't wait to grow. But it was really fun and different, and it made me feel good when I was done, because I felt like I'm a part of something that's going to be great. So, and I love when my children, and I call them my children because youth today I love, and all of them are my children, and I'm going to look out for kids, whether they're mine or someone else's. So I love when they're in a learning environment that is refreshing to look at. You know, we go other places and schoolyards look nice, you know. Then you come to your inner Cleveland and your little urban communities, and they're not so nice. So it felt good to be able to help that school in that area look nice.
It was very just so good to see how they were outside in nature and not in front of a computer or on their phones.
And they
really,
loved it though.
And they
like
enjoyed it.
I think
so
the kids
much.
had more fun than we did.
They were so upset to go inside, to not be in dirt.
And that's what I like.
I just really enjoyed watching them see that, and to be able to, like you said, to look back in that, 5-10 years, and when they're older and mature, and they're like, wow, that's the tree I planted, or that's where those plants were, or that's the tree I was around, or
yes,
I used to go to school there and I was doing that. So to have that experience will stick with them with a lifetime, and to know the tools they work with, and just that experience itself is just something that can be with them for a lifetime and carry on with them. And that's something that's what we do at Famicos, is that we're for the community, and we want to make sure that even with the children, we go down where they even get to experience, not just, we work with the seniors, we work with the adults, but also with the children. We want them to get the same experience as well, and something that can take with them, and they can benefit and show that they can feel that benefit that they have for themselves, that they can learn something from what we bring to the community and the outcome of it. We never know how that can help them for their future, because they are the future for us.
Yes, and it's like an old saying, kids learn what they see, not what we tell them, really.
Right.
So to see adults working with them to do something positive and having fun and laughing with them, they love that. Children need that today. We don't need people yelling at them all the time about every little thing. But I guarantee you, when they're walking home, they go, I did that. Don't do that. Don't put that over there.
Right.
They're going to be a little more cautious, because they took pride and they took time and they did it, And it was so really the end results was really beautiful. I wish I had a picture right now to show it, but I don't. But you have to drive by there. It was really
so
nice.
And it was hot that day. It was so hot.
Oh, yeah.
And the next day it poured rain. So we were happy. Well, I was happy, the things you guys planted, and it rained.
Yeah, since you only checked us in.
Yeah.
Did the check-in.
Yeah. I don't do nature that well. Bugs. No, I'm not think anymore. So this is, our last, like I said, when I want to say our last, this is a pause on our podcast for the moment. And we're going to see what we're going to do next, and what we're going to bring to what is going to be upcoming on our next event, if there will be. But we'll see what happens. So, and who or may not going to be on the show. Like I said, we're uncut and live, as you guys can see. There is no cutouts or no filters here. This is who we are. And we appreciate you guys joining us, and for me having the opportunity, Telly having the opportunity to be on one today to talk about the lead program. This is so, so very important. We really need your support. She needs your support. The community needs your support to make this change, because unless you contact her and contact Famicos, we don't know. We're not in your homes. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. This is what the program is here for. Please take advantage of it while it's here. And the vaccines as well. Please contact Famicos if you have any questions. My name is Shanae Williams. I can direct you to wherever it needs to be. And we have Audrey Stubbs. She's here also to fill in for the director, and we're here to all assist you as much as we can. She can come in and wave, put a face with a name. She's over there, so she's here with us, so helping us. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you. We don't have anything to go out. We just say bye.
Till next time.
Till next time.